What's up, y'all? I'm Lady, and welcome to part 3 of me reading graphic novels throughout the month of January. I am currently reading Deep Cuts, and these are all of the unread graphic novels. Deep Cuts is my 11th graphic novel of the month. It is a short story collection about jazz, and I just finished the first story. The first story was excellent. I would give it 5 stars if it was a standalone. This is setting this collection up for what I hope to be a excellent time. This one, from the art to the story itself, the characters, the way it ended, I loved every single thing about it. So right now I'm a few pages into the second story, which is this one here. Sorry, but I can't take you. It's interesting so far. I'm looking forward to see, how it pans out. What's up, y'all? I'm back in the car vlogging. I finally got my car mount back from my friend Shay. It has been with her since we went to Atlanta in early December. Well, it is lunchtime, and I just picked up, you guessed it, kava. I promise I don't have kava every day for lunch, but I think back on my vlogs, it seems I'm always going to kava. But yeah, it's probably been a month since I had it, and I'm excited to get in the office to eat. Okay, it's already 2 o'clock, so this is going to be a late lunch for me. I'm so excited to get some reading done during this lunch break because I have not been reading. I finished that second story in that graphic novel, and I haven't read anything else. Last night we had book club, so in addition to me reading graphic novels, I listened to Magic in the Melanin, which is a Black fantasy anthology that was chosen for this month's book club. I made it halfway through the anthology. The stories I read were really interesting. For the ladies in the group who did finish the full anthology, they said they enjoy about half of the stories in the anthology. I doubt if I will finish it. It was good, the ones that I did read for the most part, but now that book club is over, the discussion has been had, I just don't feel the urge to finish it. So I have been pretty busy this week because we are getting some things done to the house, getting our bathrooms redone, getting new furniture and stuff like that. So I'm really excited about that. The major stuff starts next week on Tuesday. I decided to donate our old furniture to this organization that I like to support. It's the Love Lady Center, who help women who have addictions and who are recovering from addictions. And they have a thrift store, and they help, these women with jobs. A lot of the women, I think all of the women that work at the thrift store, came through the organization to, help with their addictions and things like that. So they came to the house today to pick up the old furniture. The new furniture will be delivered tomorrow. So yeah, getting those things done and ironed out has been my major focus. So that's why not a lot of reading has gotten done. Lunch is pretty much over, and I just read this children's book, City Summer, Country Summer, written by Kiese Layman and Alexis Franklin. I picked this one up in my last vlog, and I knew it wouldn't disappoint. Me being a Southern girl, I knew I would be able to relate to this story, and I am so glad I picked it up. I'm going to give it 5 stars for sure. I like the story. I love the art, so I highly recommend this one. Next, I started Saga Volume 12. Are y'all still sticking with this series? I remember when it first came out, everybody was reading Saga. I don't know if it's lost its luster or not. It kind of has, but as the volumes come out and become available, I still tend to go back to them. I don't rush, like I used to get them. But when I get around to reading graphic novels like I am now, I always check to see if there is a new volume out. And if so, I pick it up. The 3-day weekend has begun. I am at the library about to drop off Saga and City Summer and Country Summer. I enjoy both of these while on my lunch break. I will continue to follow this series as new volumes are released, but so much has happened. There are so many characters. I have to remind myself by looking up like character lists, websites and stuff, so I can remember what's going on with it, but I will continue. I also am dropping off Brooms. If you want to know my thoughts on Brooms, check out my previous video. Oh my, it gets dark so quick. Let's see. I hope this is better. I picked this one up, Citizen 13660. This one is somewhat of a graphic novel. This is the form that it's in. I heard good things about it, so I'm going to see what it is about. And then the other one is not a graphic novel, but I have been waiting on this for months, okay? The Mixtape by Brittany Cherry. So I'll probably get to this at some point. I'm still in my graphic novel mood. So, but I had to get this since I had been waiting on it forever. I finally finished Deep Cuts this morning, y'all. And overall, I'm giving this book 5 stars. There were some stories in the middle that didn't, was just okay to me. But then when I got to the end and saw how these stories tied in together, I just fell in love. This was a really unique collection of stories about the history of jazz and how music changes and the different people that play a role in, music. I really like this one. And I really like the fact that each story has its own art, and it just made for a good reading experience overall. And then the way, it ties in at the end, it was just really good. I'm glad I picked this one up. I highly recommend it. This morning, after I finished Deep Cuts, I read Devour, and I read it in one sitting. This is what Devour is about if you want to pause and read this. But it takes on the African folklore of the pot of wisdom. And it tells that story in the beginning. And then we come to present day. Very interesting story. However, y'all, I did not like the ending. I hate the way the story ended. It could have been, I don't know, a better way. Which, overall it's good. The art is good. It was, one sitting type story. I couldn't put it down. And it had some good aspects. But it just left me like, okay, now why did it have to end that way? And will there be a part 2? And if there will be a part 2, I'm mad because I can't say, because that'll be a spoiler. But that is Devour. So now I'm going to read the graphic novel that I own, and this is Too Dead. Now, it's feeling like a true hump day today. I am just feeling blah. And so I've been busy all morning. and I decided to just get out for lunch and go to the library. So that's where I'm headed. I have books that's on hold at a different library that's near my house. So there's really no need for me making this trip other than I need to get out. I need to get out. I am still reading To Dead. I did not read anything yesterday. And maybe when I get back to the office, I'll read, or I might sit and do some reading here in the library. I have all of the work going on that I mentioned at the house, so I just really feel just chaotic, out of whack, you know. Yesterday I had to travel to Gadsden for work. That's not far from home, but once I finished with work, I decided to check out their Dollar Tree. And I have really been into the Dollar Tree lately, checking out their skincare items. I went down this rabbit hole of videos about the good skincare that you can find at the Dollar Tree, and I found some that I liked. But of course, you know, when I go in the Dollar Tree, I am going to look at books. And this Dollar Tree did not disappoint, okay? Look what I found. The God of Good Looks. I gave this book 5 stars. And I looked it up. Everybody that I follow either gave it a 4, 4.5, or 5 stars. This book is really good. And it was in the Dollar Tree hardback for $1.25, okay? But I'm not one to collect books that I've already read, and I'm not a big rereader. So if one of you are watching this and would like this copy of The God of Good Looks, let me know in the comment section below. And if you are in the United States, I will mail it to you. So this is an impromptu giveaway, okay? I really enjoyed this, and I'm sure if you follow me and have similar taste in reading, then you would enjoy this one as well. So comment below just I would like that book, or the title of the book. Just comment and let me know. And if you don't mind, you know, giving me an email address, or so I can get your address or P.O. box, then I would gladly send this to someone, because I just couldn't leave it at the Dollar Tree. The other book that I picked up is this one, Sugar, Spice, and Can't Play Nice. I just fell in love with the cover, actually, and found out later that it is a book 2, and this is book 1. You know how most romance books are these days. There is a series of books surrounding the individual love lives of the friend group, and so this is book 2, and so I am currently listening to book 1. And I just thought about, I have never read any Indian main character romance that I can think of. And so that's what made me want to check it out. I've been listening to book 1 all morning, and it has been great to listen to while I have been so busy working. Really quick, I'm going to show you how much I've read in To Dead. Just this much. The pages aren't numbered, so I can't give a page number. But this is giving historical fiction, which is my favorite genre. And so far, it's so good. This, what I did read, I didn't pick it up till late in the evening. And I was like, girl, you need to go to sleep. But so far, this is really good. The artwork is good. You may recognize Nate Powell from the March series. He was the illustrator in that. And this is no different. It's more, you know, dark because of the subject matter. But it is really good. I'm excited to see where this one is going. Of course, y'all know what section I came to, the graphic novel section. So let's see what we can find. I've read volumes 1, 2, and 3 of this series and did not know that it went all the way to volume 8. It was fun, so I may pick that up again someday. Look at this cute cover. This series comes up a lot when I'm looking for adult graphic novels. I didn't know it, again, it was so many volumes, so I might pick that up. Here also comes up on a lot of the best graphic novels list that I've come across. I highly recommend this one right here. I read it a few years ago and absolutely loved it. I don't know why I lie to myself and say I'm just coming to browse when I know there's no such thing when it comes to the library. I already have books on the hold at another library, but I could not pass up these three. The jellyfish. I have seen this on a lot of lists as well, and it seems, like a strange book. And if there is a character that works in a bookstore, I'm going to read it. A Guest in the House. This one, the cover got me. And then when I read what it's about, and it says a family psychodrama. This lady, she gets married to this new dentist in town, and she's finding out that his wife may not have died of natural causes. And then last but not least is this one right here, Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. It's about this bear who is a serial killer, but her only mantra is to not murder the locals. But the locals are now turning up dead. Yeah. I had to get those, right? I had to get those. So I am going to end this video here. I thank you all for watching. Don't forget to comment and enter the giveaway for the God of Good Looks. I'll let you all know what I think of Two Dead in my next video. And that's it for me in this one, y'all. I'm Lady, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, y'all.